What's up, guys? Hope we're doing well. I'm Scooter Magruder, and this is Magruder Mobile. And today I drove back to my alma mater, UF, because it's Rivalry Week.
Go and stand up and throw them threes up. Got the whole club looking like a stick up. And I got a swagger like you never seen. It's so mean, so real, and yes, so cool.
Today I'm here with
Kelsey,
Matt,
Vernon,
Jordan,
Alyssa,
Josh,
Nachikid,
Maria Elena,
Valerie.
and it's Rivalry Week, so we're talking about things we hate about Florida State. But before we get into that, tell us about your experience going to Florida so far.
I love Florida. I love the spirit on campus.
best education on the planet, best sports teams on the planet. We're gonna win everything next year.
It's been a really wonderful experience. I've met all sorts of professors already involved in some internships.
What's so great about Florida?
Everything's great about Florida.
Oh my gosh, careers just after this are gonna be amazing. I mean, like FSU, like you do have a variety of options from FSU. Like you have McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell.
The athletics program to its engineering program, the food is amazing.
Gator dining food?
It's gotten better from what I understand.
Can you describe what game day is like?
Greatness.
crazy, energetic.
You can hear game day in Gainesville from anywhere in the world.
If you can picture Africa during a stampede,
Being in the swamp with 90,000 people just screaming, it's indescribable.
What is something you might want to change about Florida?
Bus schedule.
More engineering thugs.
I wouldn't change a thing.
I couldn't think of one thing to change.
What are the girls like? Don't lie.
All right, I guess. This is my opinion, so yeah.
The real reason we came here is because we're talking about things we hate about FSU. Reasons we hate FSU. What we hate about FSU. Now, do you hate FSU?
Of course.
With a burning passion.
With a passion.
I wouldn't say hate. There's just, the athletic rivalry.
I really do, yes.
I'm from Tallahassee, so
So you're tainted already. So how did you end up here if you're from Tallahassee?
okay. Here's the thing: I wanted to be an engineer, and if you're gonna do that, UF is better than Florida State.
Why do you hate FSU, Matt?
What's not to hate? Everything about FSU is worse than it is here.
I hate their colors. Their people are very mean, cocky.
Garnet and gold, really? Like, could you be any more unoriginal than that? What sports team isn't garnet and gold and it's ugly?
So what are some other things that you hate about Florida State? Do you hate first Vernon?
No.
Vernon, do you dislike Florida State? You go to Florida.
I don't dislike Florida State.
The sports teams are ugly too. Like, really? Why would you even go there? Like, I'd rather stay at a community college. My community college has better job opportunities than FSU does. This is a known fact.
How do you not dislike Florida State?
Here it is. It's complicated because it's my hometown. As long as we're not playing Florida State, I want them to win. But if they play,
Stop. Are there any people who go to Florida State that also got into Florida?
Yes. I can only name one, but
And are you friends with this person?
not now.
Let's do some role playing. Are you familiar with role playing?
Yes.
I'm gonna throw out a scenario. You tell me what you would do. You see a little kid drowning, but he's covered in garnet and gold Seminole attire. What do you do?
He's a little kid. You gotta save him.
If you were to save him, though, you should just end his life, right?
Yeah, I would. I can't let them die just because they're Florida State.
What do you mean?
I'd have to look past that for the sake of their lives, yes.
Look past what?
I'd sit there and think for a couple of minutes, should I save them? They have on a Florida State jersey. Probably by the time I decide, I think it'd be a little too late.
You see a shark
okay.
in the ocean.
All right.
Also in the ocean is the Florida State football team. Side note, they're playing UF next week. What do you do?
I just gotta watch. I might scream for help, but I'm not gonna go in there and help them.
You've had a vision. You seen Final Destination?
Yeah.
You had one of those Final Destination visions that this plane was about to crash. Only people on this plane are Florida State alumni. What do you do in this situation?
I would definitely command every single person to get off of that plane because I like Taco Bell, and who's going to make my food for me?
If you could look into the camera and say anything to Florida State students right now, what would it be?
Here's a message to all Florida State students. No suck. Go Gators.
I do have some friends that go there, so I'm sorry if you're seeing this. I love you still, but I'm glad I don't go to your school. I wish it was different for you.
Complete your degrees because toilet paper companies need something to use.
I'm Scooter Magruder, and this was Magruder Mobile. New videos every Sunday. No! Jugamos Juegos.
Throw me the alley.
Go Gators.
I'm a grown man.